What's up, math learners? So, welcome to our mathematics channel, MATH-JASTIN's Mathematics Lessons and Techniques. So, today, I'm going to discuss all about the ellipse. So, ngayon, mapapansin nyo na accomplish na natin yung introduction ng conic section, then lesson 1 ng circles, and parabola. Now, we are going to proceed ellipse. So, siguro, dalawang video na lang, no? Malapit na nating matapos ang ating lesson sa conic sections. And siguro pag saka ko na siguro simulan yung Gen Math after nito. So now, the following math activities that I reveal in my previous video. So if you want me to reveal all the answers about that, just to release your curiosity, give this video a 100 likes, no? So let us begin to our recent lesson all about the ellipse. Okay, ayan. So, now, in our lesson objective about ellipse, so ellipse with the vertex at the origin 0, 0. Origin, so, ibig sabihin, nasa 0, 0. Ellipse with the center at the point HK, kumbaga wala siya sa origin. Yan yung i-discuss natin ngayon. So, now, what is an ellipse? In mathematics, an ellipse is a plane curve surrounding two focal points, okay, two focal points, such that for all points on the curve, the sum of two distances to the focal points is a constant. As such, it generalizes a circle, which is the special type of the ellipse, so in which the focal points are just. So what is focal points? From the word focal or foci, focus or foci. Ayan. Kumbaga, yan yung sa foci. Ngayon, yung makikita nyong F's dito, that is the foci, there are the focal points. So, kung mapapansin nyo dito, we have two cases of the ellipse. We have the horizontal and vertical ellipse. So, dito sa ating horizontal axis, sa horizontal ellipse, ang major axis natin ay nasa x-axis. At dito naman ay nasa y-axis. No? Now, let us proceed to the case 1 para mas malawak ang ating initial or learning about dito. Excuse me. Kung mapapansin nyo, ito yung ellipse niya, horizontal. So, center is in the origin 0, 0. Center is on the origin or 0, 0. Ayan. Now, in its equation, so mapapansin niyo nakaganyan. So merong ibig sabihin, kasi bihira lang kasi minsan sa PowerPoint ata na pinaggawang ko is walang ganito. Walang exponent na feature. So ngayon, i-replace natin yung equation niya is we have x squared over a squared rather, plus we have y squared over b squared are all equal to 1. This is the equation. Now, next, the coordinates of the vertex, we have a0 and negative a0. Next, length of the major axis, we have 2a. Coordinates of the foci, it's singular, that is the plural form. Ito yung foci. So, the singular of foci is focus. Okay? So, sorry sa pangit na sulat. Okay. Now, ito yon. Ayan. Next, coordinates of the co-vertices, the endpoints of the minor axis. We have 0b and 0n, negative b. Length of the minor axis, we have 2b. Length of the latus rectum, ito, ilalagay natin, we have LR. So, i-rewrite natin yung mga ganito para iwas lito, no? Para iwas duling. So, baka sabihin nyo, klase precal. So, yan. Nakakabaliw din kapag hindi natin maintindihan. Now, ayan. Inayos ko na yung ano niya. Next, eccentricity of the ellipse. Ito yon. We have E is equal to C over A. Ayan. Aayusin natin. Ayan. I'm not mistaken, baka malito kayo kung mga naka-browse na nito, no? Para sa mga naka-browse na nito, ayan, sinusulat ko ng equations para hindi masyado nakakalito. At nakalagay rin naman dito, legends. Kung di masyadong maunawaan, ito nga, sinulat ko na. Ito, means exponent. Meaning, halimbawa, meron kayo nakitang ganito, we have a, ganyan, yung ganyan, meaning that's a squared. No? Ganyan. Minsan sa mga karaniwan sa calculator sa cellphone, di ba ganyan? Pero ngayon, hindi ko kayo pahihirapan. Ayan. Next, ito naman, proceed tayo ngayon sa center is in the point HK. So, ito yung, ang equation niya, ito. We have x minus h minus h squared all over a squared plus, sorry sa pangit na sulat, y minus k, yan, e squared natin siya, over b, are all equal to 1. Ayan. Next, coordinates of the vertices, the endpoints of the major axis. Kung napansin nyo una, 0, no? So, ngayon, ito, we have h plus a is k. V, we have ito, h minus a and k. We have next length of the major axis, we have 2a or 2 times a. Coordinates of the foci, we have h plus c and k and h minus c and k. Coordinates of the co-vertices, we have the endpoints of the minor axis. We have h and k plus b and h and k minus b. Length of the minor axis, we have 2b. Length of the latus rectum, we have, ito lang din yon. Eccentricity of the circle, ito lang din. Ang di magbabago dyan, ito, ito, saka ito. At lalong hindi rin. At ito rin magbabago. Hindi magbabago. Next. Next, we have the vertical ellipse. In this case, vertical naman. No? Ngayon, ito susunod natin. Kanina, kanina 'di ba ang nauna is a kaysa sa b. Ngayon, ang mauuna ngayon yung b. We have x squared over b squared plus we have y squared and we have a squared equal to 1. Ayan ang itsura. Ngayon, ngayon naman ang 0 naman ang nasa unahan. We have 0 and a and 0 and negative a. Length of the major axis, we have 2a or 2 times a. Coordinates of foci, we have 0c and 0 and negative c. Coordinates of the co-vertices or the endpoints of minor axis, we have b0 and negative b0. Length of the minor axis, we have 2b. Length of the latus rectum is we have 2b squared all over a. Ito lang din yon yung inano ko sa video. Ito. Then the eccentricity, excuse me, we have E is equal to C over A. Now, equation nito, we have, excuse me, next, we have X minus H squared. So, hindi magbabago yan. Yung all over, so, yung B ang nasa unahan. Mamaya i-determine natin kung paano natin malalaman sa mga given problems kung ano kung ito by vertical or horizontal. So, plus, we have y minus k squared all over a squared is equal to 1. So, we have v or the vertex or the vertices endpoints of the major axis. We have h and k plus a. Kanina, ang pina-plus natin sa a or mina-minus sa a is yung h kanina sa horizontal. Ngayon, vertical, eto naman. So, ayan. Length of the major axis, we have 2a. Coordinates of foci, we have h and k plus c and h and k minus c. Coordinates of co-vertices and points of minor axis, we have h plus b and k and h minus b and k. Length of the minor axis, we have 2b or 2 times b. Length of the latus rectum, eto lang din. Eccentricity, eto lang din. Now, we are done of explaining the following cases of the ellipse. Now, example number 1. So, find the equation of an ellipse with center at the origin. Foci is positive negative 2 and vertices at positive negative 3 and 0. Find the length of the latus rectum eccentricity and sketch the graph. So, solution ito. So, since ang C natin is 2, na-determine natin yung C. So, nga pala, paano natin malalaman horizontal? Where A is greater than B. Base sa equation. No? Now, vertices, we have positive 3, positive negative 3, and 0. So, we have 3. Next, ito. By finding B, we have, yan. So, we have, meron tayong C at A. Ang C natin is 2. No? Since nawawala ang B, we have A squared minus C squared. So, 9 minus 4 is 5. So, ang kanyang B is square root of 5. Okay? So, wala naman sinabi sa equation eh. Kaya di natin siya i-determine dito. So, length of the latus rectum, we have, since ang we have 2b squared over a. Tama? So, where b is 5. B square root of 5. So, di na natin nilagyan na square. Automatic. The square of square root of 5 is 5. So, 2 times 5 is 10 over 3. Since 10 is not divisible by 3, kaya ganyan na yung sinulat ko. Next, the eccentricity, we have 2/3 or CA. No? Or, kung i-convert natin sa decimal, ayan yung result. Excuse me. Next, example involving ellipse another. So, find the equation of an ellipse at negative 2 and 1 and 4 and 1 with eccentricity 2/3. So, solution, we are going to use midpoint formula because center is not determined. O hindi siya naka-indicate dito. So, we just add the excess. Ito, yung we have negative 2 and positive 4. All divided by 2. So, we have 1 dito and 1 dito sa y's. Ayan. So, now, ito na yung nakuha natin dito. Ang result natin is 1. So, 1 plus 1, hindi yan 11. 2 yan. So, 1 din. So, the center, ito, 1 and 1. The eccentricity, we have 2/3 kasi given ng eccentricity natin where C is equal to 2 and A is equal to 3. So, by finding B, nahanap na rin natin, we have B is equal to 5. So, 3 is 3 is less than 5. 3 is less than 5. Okay? So, ngayon, mas mataas ang B. So, meaning, what does it mean? Ngayon, ay nakalagay siya sa equation na ito. We have A squared. So, meaning that is horizontal. Okay? So, B squared pala, sorry. Yung B squared natin is 5. So, square root of 5. So, mas mataas pa rin yung A. So, mas mataas yung A. Ayan. Ito yung kanyang equation. So, in-indicate natin yung center. Since the center, meron na tayo. We have negative 1 and x minus 1 squared and y minus 1 squared. No? Ayan. This is the standard form. So, how do we convert it as general form? So, we multiply it into positive 45. The LCD of 9 and 5. So, ayan. 45 divided by 9, 5. So, 45 divided by 5 is 9. So, 45, let's say, minultiply na lang natin. Ayan. 45 times 1 is 45. So, in general form, eto na yon. 5x squared, 9 plus 9y squared, minus 10x, minus 18y, minus 31 is equal to 0. Last given, we have examples involving ellipse ulit. 3. Discuss the graph of the ellipse 9x squared plus 4y squared minus 54x minus 16y plus 61 is equal to 0. So, ayan. Di ko na siguro ilalagay dito yung i-replace yung mga ganito, no? So, automatic naman, sa notes na nilagay ko rito, kung mababrowse nyo, ha. Now, ito yon. Now, we are going to group all the x's and y's, no? And yung 61, yung constant term, ililipat nyo sa kabila. Kapag nagtatranspose tayo, di ba nag-change tayo ng sign? So, from positive becomes negative. Since positive ang nilipat nyo, magiging negative yan na yan sa kabila. Okay. Excuse me. So, next. Ito naman. Ngayon ay, ayan na yung ginawa natin. Nag-complete the square tayo. So, ito. So, sineparate natin, binukod natin. So, ang natira, di ba, x squared minus 6. So, ngayon, nag-complete the square na ako rito. So, I've just half the 6, the negative 6, and square it, that I have 9. So, paano po nagkaroon ng 81 at 16? So, multiply natin dito sa number na ito, na kung saan sila nakabelong. Sabihin natin, halimbawa, the half of 4 is 2. Square it, 4 times 4, 16. Now, ngayong inano ko itong tatlo ay ang natira is 36. So now, we are going to divide both sides of the equation into 36 para maano natin yung pinaka-graph. Ngayon, we have x minus 3 squared. Ayan yung nabuo nating equation. So, where a is greater than b. So, ngayon, mas mataas yung nandito sa kabila. So, ito yung A nyo. At ito yung B nyo. Next, the major axis vertical. So, yung A natin is 3. Yung B natin is 2. And yung C natin is square root of 5. By finding the center, so, di ba, baka malito kayo. So, let's say we have negative x minus 3. To indicate, so, where h is equal to 3. So, transpose nyo na lang yung 3 dito sa kabila para di kayo malilito. So, magiging 3 na siya. Bali, yung x niya ngayon is equal to 3. And yung y niya is equal to 2. O, diba? Vertices. Since ang ano natin dito is vertical, so ito yung inyong paghahanap ng So, ayan, no? So, we have 3, 5, and 3, and negative 1. Now, the curve vertices, ito. Sinundan lang natin. Then, yung foci, ayan. Ito. Then, ito naman, ayan. No? Then, ito ang ating eccentricity. And then, converted siya sa decimal. Ito yung graph natin. Okay. So, now, in my next video, we are going to discuss all about the parabola.
Hyperbola.
Lesson about the conic section. Matatapos natin conic section. So, now, since we are done, so this is our activity number 3 ellipse. If you want me to reveal the answer of this, just give this video a 100 likes. So, see you in my next video by discussing the lesson all about the
Hyperbola.